I don't need to be the world's best chef. I don't need to be like, I just want, it's such a beautiful joy of life. And to be able to have my hands in it in a variety of ways is such a blessing. And I'm excited to continue, to see how that unfolds.
Yeah.
But, I went from kind of this product side to then doing some private chef work to then going on Anthony Bourdain's cooking competition, which was a season of
How was that?
competition. I mean, it was a dream come true for me, right? I was a 22-year-old. He was the guy who got me into food.
So you got to
I
meet
had this-
Bourdain and the whole.
Yeah, I did this show that was called The Taste. This was now like 11 or 12 years ago.
Whoa.
It was called The Taste, which was on ABC. And it was Anthony Bourdain, Nigella Lawson, Ludo.
Oh yeah,
Who's still ripping.
Yeah.
And Marcus Samuelsson. And it was a whole season. It was the first extended period of time I spent in LA. I lived at the Westin LAX.
Was it a
airport
pretty
hotel.
intense show? Because Ludo, like I've heard, like he's an intense chef to work for.
Or Petit
I
Soir,
mean,
Ludo?
Yeah, Ludo from Toimec and Petit Trois.
Yeah, I mean, look, like for me, it was intense. I'm on TV.
Yeah.
I'd never been on TV before. Like, like there's cameras, there's all these people, there's all this
Is it
shit.
pressurized? Like,
Oh my God, it's so
take us behind the scenes of
Bro.
of like a chop, like
Yeah,
a
because
like
I
a
have
taste.
no
of-
concept of it. Can you
I
not
mean-
see other people like
So
you're
what-
on set and then you're in a hotel room?
What did you have to do?
So, I mean, this was a season, right? So this
Oh.
was like, I ended up being there for a month. I won the show. So I made it
Wow.
all the way to the end. But, it was also long days. It was 4 a.m. wake up, and it was the first time I really gave something like my all.
Mm.
Like I was locked in. At first I was like, I'll share my message, this will be cool. And then I was like, oh fuck, I can actually, I think I can take this thing,
Mm.
and there's some money involved and I was able to pay off my student loans. And it was really
And
transformative
the
for me.
concept of the season, like, what did you have to win? What did you have to do?
So it's kind of like The Voice, if that
Oh,
makes sense. So
wow.
there's
Got it.
4 teams. So you get out of all the people, you get picked, and then there's 4 teams, and each of those judges has a team. And then you're doing a team competition and then an individual competition.
So who was
And
your
then-
person?
So so I chose Marcus. I had made a good dish and I had my choice. And I loved Bourdain, but I thought in the moment, I guess, I don't know, I kind of blacked out during the whole thing, but that he was probably the best kind of mentor for me to win.
Mm.
He had the most real culinary experience. Bourdain, incredible, but certainly a storyteller.
Yeah,
Right,
One of the best
and-
ever.
Yeah, the best
One of
ever.
the best ever.
Yeah, exactly. Ludo, great chef. His persona is erratic, at least on on TV.
Learn a
Not
lot,
something
have a
that-
lot of trauma.
Right, that doesn't work for me. And then Nigella is a great home cook and cookbook author and all these things. But Marcus to me was dude, this guy is really dedicated to the craft for his whole life. And
I'm
so
picking Stanley Tucci to be mine.
yeah, there you go.
Just because I just want to be
dude.
around him. Like,
But his videos and
I want to be around Stanley
Right.
Tucci too. Yeah, I'm I'm gonna get glasses and shit. I want to be Stanley Tucci.
are
well,
we
the cool
ready?
thing I wanted to bring this up is when we've talked about it, the high end dining compared to the Anthony Bourdain style of you could find the best dish in the middle of a shopping mall
Yeah.
in some little neighborhood.
Yeah.
And how fine dining is kind of you said it was like a one night stand. You're good. You do it once and then you're good.